Okay, so this is my first podcast episode of my life, essentially, I guess, where I'm at right now, which is in Colombia, the country, not the college, in the US. However, I am from the US, born and raised, and just for context, and I'm doing a gap. Well, not even gap year, that wouldn't be the right word. I am visiting this country to experience some of the different cultures that I don't get to experience in America, which I guess will be my first topic of the day. Why are we called America? I am also doing this on a voice memo, so if it sounds like you can hear everything else, it's because you probably can. I don't know. I might edit this out if I know how to learn how to edit. I'm gonna try to do it with like a fun video with maybe some music in the background so you guys don't get like bored. And this is a testing episode anyway. I got asked by a French person here why Americans call ourselves Americans. And I was perplexed by this question because I never thought about it like that, honestly. I mean, I didn't think about it at all. I was too addicted to my phone to be thinking, really. And he has a point. And basically the conclusion I've come to, because I've had to talk to the two people about this now, is that the reason Americans call themselves Americans is because we were the British colonies before, right? And then when we arrived here to the New World, which was known in my, like how I understand it, the Americas, right? There was no North and South Americas yet. We were aware that there was like a Southern America because of the Spanish people, right? The Spain that are colonizing down there. But I don't know if we had the names North and South America at that point in the time. And we decided to call ourselves Americans when we became the United States of America, because there was no Americans, it's crazy. United States of America, because we were in America and we were our states, right? That's what we decided to call ourselves, the states. We're uniting against the British people, right? The king and all his like monarchy stuff. So we were the United States of America. Now, could we have named ourselves better? Absolutely. However, I don't think that there's like another, like we could have made another word for ourselves. Like the British people are Britain. Wait, no. People from Britain are British, sorry. Scotland, Scottish. Germany, German. Korea, Korean. China, Chinese. India, Indian. Saudi Arabia, Saudi Arabian. Turkey, Turki, I think. And then I have no idea about the people from Yemen and Oman. I would assume Yemenian and Omenian. Romanian. I know that one. Africa, African. But Africa is a whole continent, so that doesn't like... We could have totally made a new word for us, considering that we don't really have a system for how we label people from the countries. Like, Koreans should technically be Koreese, because the Chinese, Japanese, right? They're East Asian, so shouldn't they be like labeled the same way the other East Asians are? And they're not. And I'm gonna be really honest, I don't know if Indians are East Asians. I know they're Asians, but... So I think Indian might be correct if we were to go by what I just said. My next topic is going to be of how my experience has been here so far. I've been here for 2 months. Currently it is September, and I will be staying here until December at very least. So I'm excited for that because I know that in December they're going to have like a lot of good light shows and stuff. And there's like this really interesting tradition down in Colombia that you put out candles. I don't know what it signifies right now. I need to look that up. But it's really cool in the sense that everybody does it. Kind of like when the 4th of July, everybody has fireworks and stuff. But it's like candles outside of your home. So everybody has candles outside of their home. So like the entire country's lit up essentially in that sense. I was going to go on the 4th of July rant. Because everything else is June 4th. But for some reason we decided to say the 4th of July, which I don't mind. Like the 4th of July isn't Like, I like how it sounds. It's a nice ring, maybe because I grew up with it, that's a nice ring to it. But to, like, foreigners, I'm sure they're like, wow, they use the month, day, year thing for everything but the 4th of July, which I suppose is valid because it's true. Why did we decide to do the 4th of July as the 4th of July, not July 4th? I personally think it just has a better ring to it, but who knows? Oh, right now I have a charcoal mask on, which it's black because it's charcoal. I think it's mixed with plum is what the thing said. It's supposed to be a skin cleanser thing, and I don't know how thick I'm supposed to do it, because my skin is definitely lighter. Like, I'm not dark, where in the sense that like if I put on a charcoal mask, it like isn't obvious. Even people with dark skin, like, it's obvious. But mine's kind of lighter than most, I suppose. And I don't know how thick I'm supposed to make the charcoal mask. Like, am I supposed to make it big enough that it's like really dark that I can't see my skin underneath? Or am I supposed to make it like sort of thin, spread so it can, I don't know. I'm taking it off right now though. I have no idea how many minutes I've had it on, but I don't want to keep it on for too long either. At least I don't think I'm supposed to. The hardest thing is always getting it fully off. I say this as if I do this every day. I do not do this every day. I guess night is accurate because it is really late where I'm at. It's about to be 12 a.m. and I am still not in bed, which is probably not a good thing considering I have things to do tomorrow morning. Also, because it is part of the Latin America, and I feel like most people learn this in history class, but I'll just give a reminder. It is incredibly Catholic over here. Like, close friends, or like if you have family here, they'll say Dios te bendiga, which basically means God bless you, or que Dios te cuide, that God takes care of you, which is a really sweet sentiment, honestly. But like, you can't escape it. It's everywhere. When I talk to people I know and I say school, they get like really confused if they're from Colombia, because to them school is elementary school, middle school, and high school, which is primary school and secondary school to them. Secondary school is high school. And they're like, colegio, which is school in Spanish. You have to say universidad. If you don't say university, they're gonna get like, they're gonna think you're talking to them as if they're still in like high school and stuff. And they're gonna be confused, which is kind of funny considering that you can still, in English, you can still say school and people understand you're saying college versus high school. I mean, you can say university, but I feel like it's a British thing. I mean, not like people don't say university here, but I mean, like, it could be totally like, it feels like a British thing to constantly be saying university, right? I'll do a little acting because I'm bored and I feel like doing it, and it's gonna be of the British people talking about the university. Now, this is, I don't know, you can guess, mom or dad or whatever, asking their child how their day at school was, the British way. Morning, darling. Wait, no, it's not morning. Afternoon, darling. How was the university? That's definitely not a good British accent, whatever. How was the... No, you know what? They don't even call it university. They call it uni, don't they? How was uni, darling? Oh, mama, it was delightful. I learned all sorts of things. But the homework, it's just awful, isn't it? Isn't it? Not trying to make fun of anyone. That definitely sounds like I'm making fun of people. I'm sorry. If you're British, like, don't hate me. I'm not trying to be rude, honestly. I just find the British accent so interesting. Surprisingly, there's literally only one person that I met here in Colombia that's from Britain. Apparently she's triplets. Anyway, I think that's gonna be what I'm closing off with. The British people are pretty cool. Like, it's so fun talking to her. I want to pick it up, but I do not have the capacity to be British. Like, it's a hard accent to do, in my opinion. And yeah, I hope you guys maybe learned something new or had some thoughts. Thank you for being here, and I'm going to sign off now. Have a good day, night, or whatever time you're having right now. Bye!